What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the Big 10, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the
word, players?
The Bruins' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee and this drive will start at the 25. So Utah's offense will go to work first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You can barely hear yourself thinking here. They're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it from the gun.
This is like a
It's the nose of the ball to the 25.
women
Give
are
him
like
one.
all up in his business.
Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year. They get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I love the idea of getting this guy screening throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
It's a seam wide open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Utes are flying down the field. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
He goes the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big game, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Handoff from the gun.
Yeah,
Defense
man,
just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
I said to myself, wow, man.
How about the
He
timing
just
of
felt
the
the tension
linebacker on
over
the
there.
blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go Philly.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes a connection. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner. Got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic.
I don't really know none of this.
Deep downfield.
Thank you. What's this thing running?
He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole way is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put Luke
I heard them because
and
I guess
takes this from inside the 5.
I guess one is by no plastic.
More dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20.
That's just the word, player.
UCLA's offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical center. He can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
To the air, it's Iamaleava using the quick game.
I'll tell you,
man, it was like,
you're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end.
No, honestly, dog, it was just like you could just feel the tension. Like you can tell, like they don't get along at all.
Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I said, why didn't even introduce me to the
time receiver involved early in the game? That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon.
What made you continue to deal with her for 4 or 5 years?
Looking to throw on 1st down.
Nah.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Yeah, man,
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions.
Something like that, yeah.
3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes
That's
on
everything I need to know.
Pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Halfway there on first down.
All I know is I'm like, where the food at, man? Right there, 8. Dance a little bit.
They give it to him again.
I was like, yeah, nah, man. This
is solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The RPO.
Oh, so they got a registry, so shit.
Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside.
Whatever y'all put on
running
there,
a nice slant rack real quick.
I
physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they ain't get on him.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind
He had
this
one
defense.
job. But I said
they'll keep it on the ground.
They ain't get on him, but they
mentioned
it.
On third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, because he paid for the food and everything. Apparently, yeah, he paid for the food. He done built the house. Remember, he was over there laying down concrete and everything over there.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic.
Well, he ain't.
Not so fast.
He ain't do all that. Yes, Lord. Yes, yeah, put on the charger.
The UCLA
I just
offense
said
is
to
back
myself,
on the field, ready to go to work.
This
that
is what
last drive was promising for a while, but you just
and then I'm like, bro, you
can
tell they just like running all
you got to
in
be
they
able to
did.
finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands.
They probably too much input on what he should be doing. I want to shot.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
I think that time offensively, just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got
I don't even know how he can do it. You got to remember, this is the same dude who can talk on the phone with a woman for hours.
Let's keep going.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
That's caught. It's Thomas.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Yeah. It's like, all right, you can go ahead and do your thing then.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On the run.
You know what we're talking about.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Clock stops momentarily.
That's where she lived at.
Now from inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quick strike complete. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Dog.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
You got to remember, man, he done known her. He been dealing with her for 4 or 5 years. Remember, he at the divorce party.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this
at Juan's divorce party.
Big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight.
Man, shoot, he put himself in that situation.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. What a good mix of
but he put himself in that situation.
They don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. They'll immediately call timeout.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
It was like,
and the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, it was.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room.
It was safe, but you just felt the tension. That's what it was.
Trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He'll take another shot here. Got it in stride inside the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
No, not really.
And here comes the field goal unit.
Look,
yards
I
out,
like
straight away. This one from the left
like
hash.
I said, dog. He ain't interested.
It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't
Man, look, he ain't had
love
nothing to worry
leaving it
about.
on
I
their
was there
foot,
and I had
so
on
to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff
sleeveless
like
shirt,
that.
dog. So they weren't trying to get on none of that.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half.
So
At
once
the end of the second quarter, that means it's time to join Kevin.
once they saw me, they was kind of all like, you know, took a step back. Saw me dapped up and won. They was like, oh yeah, we cool, we good.
That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis.
This ain't that.
And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go.
He probably over there doing.
They haven't really been able to light up this
cleaning
scoreboard, but
all by
points
himself.
up
Probably
would be huge here. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm.
That man is building
up at all on that play.
That man.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic.
I said to myself, bro, I don't see it.
Get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can defend it. And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
He should have.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
I almost want to say something else, but I forgot that's the baby mama.
I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that
wide
receiver.
I was going to say, man, he
shouldn't
have picked
his
up
hands.
the phone.
When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
I don't think it's going to get that because we got to think about Juan actually got married to that woman. And then we already know that him and Deanna ain't getting married. That ain't happening. By the way, Deanna be talking about him.
Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava.
No, I'm just saying. Just like, you know.
Snagged out of the air.
How like she don't want him in the room or whatever, you know.
That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job.
This is why we're talking about, because he will think that will make the situation bad.
First down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing in zone, I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Nah, facts, you're right, though.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He's got it on the move. Hey, he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, and now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice.
Nope. Not with everybody. It was like you knew who his people.
Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Like, truth be told, you would have never thought that Juan was the baby father. Everybody didn't kept saying that was the baby daddy right there.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. 2024 was a transition year for UCLA. New coach, new schemes. One surprise was Carson Schlesinger, 3rd in the nation in tackles. He's now in the NFL, David, so what's the big adjustment for this defense?
Well, I tell you what, the team finished strong. And whenever you change coaching staffs, you need that believe, that buy-in moment. Finishing 4-2 down the stretch, I thought was a good thing. So can the defense swarm? Can they gain tackle? Who's the next guy in this rotation that's going to step up and make plays?
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. On target to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I
love
left.
the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got
no,
the first
facts,
down.
man. Facts,
Nice
man.
catch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Big catches, big plays,
man, once
yards through 3 quarters for these two guys.
I ain't trying to be like that, man, but it was like once all the chicken was gone, the little sandwiches was gone, I said, man,
One more period to go, and we'll see just
no. I ate up all the food. There wasn't no day. I did. Shoot, I made sure my plate had like 5 pieces of chicken. I was the one that took the first dibs out of the little turkey little sandwiches or whatever. Well, they had it off in the cut trying to hide it. I said, no, y'all can't do that to me.
The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got him.
Man.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I said, man, I can't do this, man. I'm not sure he was
designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Let's it fly. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line.
Oh, yeah, he showed, didn't he?
To throw, it's Iamaleava. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where
you
really
I did
challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do. Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front.
With family like that, they got a bunch of kids over there. You know.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on the first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
That's nice for them. I just don't know how to do it.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Look.
And the Bruins come
it was the tension over there, and you felt it all throughout the entire time.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10.
Yeah.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now they gotta get a stop. And
for the courthouse, unless you got a job out there.
They're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down.
Not fast.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as a player. As you come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit